you take out your calculator, we want to discuss calculator literate. Okay, you have to determine the permutation of 4 different objects by using a calculator. So you press 4, okay, 4, and then shift, the button shift, and then x power -1 and equal, right, step 1, 4, right, you press it, waiting for you to press, and then you notice the screen will show 4 factorial. Okay, you will get the answer 24, right? Now you try to press this. If you press 1 factorial, you press 1 factorial, your answer is 1. 0 factorial is not 0, is 1. Explain this one, how to explain this. Okay, example, you have HU A. Okay, let's say you have this okay, you have these 4 letters. So I want you to don't want you to arrange. I say don't arrange, leave it like that, don't choose. So isn't it there is one way, you don't choose. So the way is you don't choose. Don't choose is one way, it's not 0 way. You have one way, is you don't want to choose. Okay, so 0 factorial means 1. Okay, please remember this. Alright, so let's proceed to the next one. Calculator, you know how to press it, right? So this one, I want to discuss this one. This formula is very important, right? So you see, you have n factorial, you can write as mpn, right? So the formula is in such a way: n times n minus 1 times n minus 2, followed by n minus 3, n minus 4, and there are so many, and it will be always end with the last 3 times 2 times 1, no matter how many factorial. Let's say you have 10, you have 10 factorial, let's say. Okay, I'm going to show you 10 factorial. So if you press your calculator 10 factorial, you can try. So you can write as 10 P10. So you can also write as 10 times 9 times, you notice that it's actually 10 times 10 minus 1, and then 10 minus 2 is 8, right? And then 10 minus 3 is 7, right? And I'm sure you will know how to continue, right? But normally we will know, we will end with, in between there are so many, we don't want to write, we just put dot times 3 times 2 times 1. So it's always end with 3 times 2 times 1. So this is a very important formula that you must memorize, n factorial or mpn, meaning that arranging all the objects. You have 5 objects, 5p5. You have 6 objects, arrange all the 6, 6p6. Alright, so now you can learn how to use your calculator. Okay, you can use your calculator, find the value for 11 factorial. 11 factorial, I can write 11 times 10 times 9, right? And then I will stop at 9 factorial because I want to cancel out the 9 factorial, because the question says without using calculator, so you are not allowed to use calculator, but you can use a calculator to double check. You get 110, right? This answer. Now for this one, you will have answer which is 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. I will stop at 4 factorial because I want to cancel out with the 4 factorial here, times 2 factorial. Okay, times 2 factorial, we can write as 2 times 1, right? So we can cancel out the 4 factorial and the 2 will cancel out with 3. So the answer is just 15. Got it? Okay. So that is the answer for these two, 110. See or not? You can cancel the 9 and then this one you can cancel out the 4, right? And then 30 divided by 2, you get 15. Okay, so now I want to explain this one. Let's discuss this one. Okay, this one is simplify the following. We want to simplify. Let's say I want to simplify this. So that means if you want to simplify this one, you must know the n factorial formula is n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3. I'm not going to write. I know it will continue. I will just leave it as n minus 2 factorial. Right? It's the same like you are using 10 factorial. So you can say 10 times 10 minus 1 will be 9 times 8 factorial. That's a meaning. Right? So then you can see that the n minus 2 factorial, okay, down there can be cancelled out, isn't it? So you can just cancel out them. Alright, you can cancel n minus 2 factorial. So the answer, the question says simplify. So your answer is n squared minus n, right? So that's the simplest answer for A. How about for B? So let's see. For B, we will focus to this one. Okay, we have n minus 1 factorial, right? So let me do it here for B. Okay, for B, so n minus 1, okay, n minus 1 factorial, let's see. Okay, I'm going to write here n minus 1 factorial over n factorial. I can write at n minus 1 factorial, right? Okay, this is a formula. N factorial is n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 until the 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, so I can start at the n minus 1, then I'm going to cancel out the common factor, which is this one. Here is should be 1, not 0, so the answer is 1 over n, right? So this is the answer for the B. Answer in simplest form. That means conclusion is you must know this formula. N factorial is npn equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times dot 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 times 3 times 2 times 1. Alright, it's a very important concept. So if you understand the formula, let's see the example. Find the number of ways to arrange all the letters from the word bija. Bija got how many letters? B-I-J-A-K, 5, right? When repetition of the letter is not allowed. So that means we are arranging all the 5, right? So we have 5 letters. We are going to arrange all the 5, right? So it's 5B5. So the answer is just 5 factorial. Okay, so this is answer 120. Or you can give me the answer 5 times 5 minus 1 will be 4 times 5 minus 2 will be 3 times 5 minus 4 will be 5 minus 3, 5 minus, okay, times 5 minus 4 is 1, right? Okay, so remember that you have to continue until 3 times 2 times 1. So the answer will be still 120, the same answer. So we have 3 ways to write. Either you want to write 5 factorial, or you write 5b5, or you just write 5 times 4 times 3 times 1 times 3 times 2 times 1, right? Okay, so that's all my sharing for today is about the important formula NPN or n factorial, okay, which is equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3 dot 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 3 times 2 times 1. Right, please remember this. This is a very, very important formula for permutation. That's all my sharing for today. Bye bye and have a nice day.